Jim, that is a baptism of fire to start your second reign. What a game and what a result.
A terrific game for supporters, maybe not so good for my heart rate, but absolutely delighted for the players and for the supporters and the board just to be in Monday's draw. It's such a big thing to get to that fourth round and look forward to the excitement and anticipation of what it might be. So the players and fans and the rest of us can enjoy the weekend. And after a really slow start, I felt as though we were playing well in the game at that point and we had the two best chances, but an unfortunate mistake for Mark. Just accidental, collided with his own player and the ball ends up in the back of net. To be fair to Stirling, they scored a great second goal, and at that point, I just felt, if we keep playing the way we're playing, change the system slightly instead of being playing 4-1-4-1, we sort of changed it and went 4-4-1-1. I just thought it gives a wee bit balance, but Rusty getting the goal before half time was really important to us.
And did that goal give you a lift going into the second half?
Well, it did, because it's always harder, with 45 minutes to go, chasing two goals behind than it is one, and I always felt if we got that next goal when it was 2-0, the way we were playing, the chances we were creating, they would get back in the game. To get the second goal quite early in the second half was really pleasing, but both teams had really good chances in that second half. It was kind of end to end at times. The third goal was a great cross for Brad, who's come on as a sub. We were a wee bit slack in the sort of middle of the park for allowed them for the equaliser, but Stirling were always a threat. The front pair, the Hilson who I know a lot of, deal that I've got a lot of time for. They were always a threat, and when I went to penalty kicks, I think young Nathan had a chance when he went through the goalkeeper. It was one of those games, if we scored they would probably scored, so I think it was always going to go to penalty kicks, but I think it's just fitting that Big Mark, on his 300th appearance, comes up with some brilliant saves. He's a Forfar man, he's just through and through, and to have 300 appearances for any club is just fantastic, and he deserves to be proud of himself tonight.
Absolutely, and a word for Big Rusty there, a hat-trick. What a performance from him as well, and sorted away his penalty, of course.
Well, Rusty I know, because I brought Rusty here, and he's one of these guys that moves around, and I think people have to understand, and I said to Rusty, I think people sort of criticise him for his work rate and stuff like that, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't fancy carrying that frame around for 90 minutes, that's to be perfectly honest. But what I know Rusty gives in this league, Rusty can get you double figures. We've got to adjust our system to sort of try and suit his style of play. He's frustrating at times, he's frustrating for supporters, he's frustrating for managers, and he frustrates himself. But he's so effective, he's so powerful, and he's such a threat. And it's a great start for him again. To get a hat trick and obviously score the penalty. He was struggling a wee bit late on, and I thought, we couldn't take him off because he does a great job in the middle of that sort of 6-yard box for corners against. So he's going to be a massive part of what we're going to try and build here and move forward on.
Mitchell Taylor's another player, that run for the second I just felt needed highlighted, because what a move that was.
Well, I know Mitch has been playing left back, and obviously Gavin had him up at Elgin as a left winger, and we just felt that was his best position, and it's probably been unfair to him to move him for left back and put him wide left, but he's got great pace, sometimes lacks a wee bit of composure in the final third, but he'll take a lot of confidence in playing that wide left position. I think the fans were excited every time the ball went forward and into his area, because he was causing so many problems. So we just need to work at times on his final ball, and he knows that himself. But I think today Mitch really put a great shift in and should be delighted with his performance.
Did you feel as though you'd managed to stamp your own style on this team? I know you've not had a long time, but there was a noted difference in the way you went about that game, I thought.
Well, I'm a hard-working person, so is Gav. So we'll not settle for, anything but 100% effort. Players can have bad games. We accept that, but as long as the effort's there, we can never fault them. And fitness levels, everything else that goes with it, and it's just about breeding confidence. We've got a style of play that we both enjoy playing. it took us time before to try and get that, and it will take us time again. But that is, we want to be a team that's dominating games, possession and creating chances, putting crosses in the box, and that's the way we're going to sort of try and set ourselves up.
Lastly, Jim, you're through to the fourth round. There's some big teams in that hat. What's your dream draw?
I don't really. As a manager, I'll be perfectly honest, I've never really had any of the sort of what you call big four, big five. So I would love to, I'd love to take a Forfar to one of the big grounds. I'd love one of the big teams to come here to Forfar and fill the stadium. And just delighted to be there, and at the end of the day, it is luck of the draw, but we're there and we look forward to it, and I just can't wait to see who we've got in the next round.
Jim, congratulations on getting
Thanks,
through.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Delighted, thanks.